Today's press conference is about two things. The first one is about asking for the community's help, and the second part is making a promise. Back on February 15th, Kokai Livingston was shot from Mallet Hill Road. He didn't die from his injuries, but he was severely injured. We did an investigation, was able to identify the suspect that shot him as Keyshawn Johnson. Our investigators were able to get a warrant for him for attempted murder. But before we were able to find him and arrest him, he went back on the 25th and shot Mr. Livingston again. This time he killed him. This was a domestic situation, ex-boyfriend against current boyfriend. But just a brutal murder that occurred, that you also had a child that was there and witnessed what had happened. The community's help that we need is to find Mr. Johnson. He's in the Columbia area. He is hiding from us. He's probably getting help from friends and probably some relatives too. You see his picture. His hair is a little bit longer than what it is there, but he's also added a couple things to that photograph there. He has a tattoo of an AK-47 under his eye. He's got tattoos on his hand. He's got the word Kalani written on his neck. But the fact that he has the tattoo of an assault rifle on his face, I think pretty much accurately describes the mentality that he has. That he's a killer, that he's not afraid of taking someone's life, that he just has total disregard for someone's life, that he's going to shoot and he's not going to stop until we catch him. So we need the community's help. You can call Crime Stoppers. There's at least $1,000 reward out there for an information for an anonymous call that you can make to Crime Stoppers just to tell him where he's at. But the promise is to Keyshawn, you're going to go to jail. We're going to catch you. It don't matter how far you run and how much you try to hide, we're going to catch you. It's just a matter of time. So yeah, if you want to make it easier, just come on in and turn yourself in. If not, whatever rock you go under, we're going to find you. And we're going to find you because the community is going to help us and because our fugitives team is after you. The community is sick and tired of people like Keyshawn Johnson out here that are just shooting guns and just doesn't care. Our community is fed up with that. So I am quite sure that now that the community knows who we're looking for and sees this picture, that we're going to get the calls, and it's just a matter of time. So, community, we need your help. You can do it for money, or you can just do it because you really care about this community and that you want people like Keyshawn off the street. But to Keyshawn and his family and his friends and whoever else is helping him, you're going to go to jail. You're going to be held accountable for what you've done. You were unsuccessful the first time you shot Mr. Livingston. Second time you were successful. We're going to be successful in putting your butt in jail, and that's exactly where you need to be. And then we're going to do all we can to make sure that that's where you stay, because you do not deserve to be on the streets of Richland County. You've demonstrated that. So, again, we're asking for the public's help. Please make that phone call. Call the Sheriff's Department. Call Columbia Police Department. Call whatever law enforcement agency you want to. You can call 911. Call Crime Stoppers. Just make that call. Make that call. Help us put him where he deserves to be, and that's behind bars. Questions?
How old is he? Charges could the people that are helping?
He's charged with murder. He's charged with attempted murder. Anybody who helps them can be charged with accessory after fact murder, harboring a fugitive. There's all kind of charges we can put on someone who helps him, and we will charge you if we find out that you're helping him. You're going to go to jail also.
When was the first shooting and how far apart were the things?
First shooting was on the 15th of February. The second was on the 25th of February, 10 days later.
Was it in the same place?
Same place.
How old is he? How old is he?
He is 23 years old. Keyshawn is 23.
Do you have his dimensions, how tall?
We'll give that out to you, but we'll have all of that. We'll do a sheet that shows all the stuff, height, weight, etc. Again, this is the most current picture we have, which is 5 years old. So, again, His hair's longer. He has a tattoo of the assault rifle underneath his eye. But that pretty much tells you what his face looks like. And so somebody out there knows where he's at.
You said there was a child involved or someone
There was a child that was present. Yes.
at the time of the shooting?
At the time of the shooting, there was a child that was present.
Is there any more you can expand upon the domestic? Is this an ex-boyfriend jealous
It,
of
it
a
is
current boyfriend?
it is an ex-boyfriend jealous of the current boyfriend. And, you know, I guess determined that he was going to go over there and shoot the current boyfriend. He did it once, wasn't successful, and went back the second time he was. You know, he needs to be held accountable for that. Because if he's done this, he'll do other stuff too.
Does
This
he
is,
have any priors?
he's got some priors, but I don't have them with me. You know,
Do you
again,
believe- Sorry, sir.
go ahead.
Do you believe he's still in the area?
He's still in there. He's still in Columbia area. But again, you know, our fugitive team said, let's put him out, that he needs to be picked up. Instead of us going out there and just, you know, not letting the community and the public know about what's going on, we felt like we needed to do it. So that's why I'm here today, is asking for the community's help. This is a time for the community to stand up and say enough is enough. You can make that one phone call, and then you can show how much you care about this community.
Do you think that family is protecting him or keeping him safe?
We probably think family and some friends, they know where he's at. He's not going far. He's here.
How long has the reward been put out?
We're putting it out right now. This is it. The Crime Stoppers, you can make that phone call to them. You know, there's at least $1,000 there. Again, if money's your motivation, that's fine, do it. But I think the motivation should be is somebody like that shouldn't be on the streets. Again, when you shoot multiple times, you don't know where those bullets are going. That 2-year-old could have been shot. Somebody else innocent could have been shot. He didn't care. He did not care.
Was that his child or was it the?
I'm not going to go into that, but there was a child that was present.
This is the second domestic incident where someone was killed in that area. I'm sure they're not related, but I'm sure there's still some sort of concern about that.
Yeah, there's concern anytime we have a shooting anywhere. You know, that's the world we live in right now, that people want to settle their differences or being disrespected, and they'll do it with a drive-by shooting or go shoot somebody like this happen. I mean, that's just ex-boyfriend. You know, she made a decision she didn't want you anymore. You know, suck it up and live with it. Don't go out and kill somebody over it, because you're gonna be held accountable for it. You know, again, I've said many times, a gun's gonna get you one or two places. It's gonna get you in prison or gonna get you in the cemetery. And here's someone who's got a assault rifle tattooed to his face. That tells what his, you know, what mentality he has. So he needs to go to jail.
Are there any other suspects or did he act alone?
Right now, he's the only suspect we got. He's the one that did both shootings. So
Any
yeah,
ties to any gangs or anything? You know?
this is not gang related.
Sure.
This is boyfriend, ex-boyfriend. This is what it's all about.
Is there a vehicle he could be traveling in?
We don't have a vehicle at this point. Again, he's been hid out by people. People are helping him. We know that. So, you know.
What were the dates for the shooting?
First shooting was 15th of February. Second shooting was 25th of February. Both of them the same location, 700 block of Mounted Hill Road.
Should people be afraid that he's still out?
I'd be afraid. Yeah, I think, yeah, people need to be afraid. He's a killer. You know, that's people we need to be afraid of, someone who's not scared to shoot. So, yeah, people need to be afraid. That's why people need to help us get him off the street. He's a threat to this community.